I am absolutely in awe of the amount of versatility in indie films we got this year. With no significant releases from the Khans, fans thought that Bollywood was doomed, but Bollywood shined like never before. And even in the case of all the other Indian film industries this year, I think what's common among my top 10 this year is that they all said something which resonated to us, and all of them had a core emotion. In short, they all were very human because each one of them had a heart.
तब तक स्टेज पे और जीते जी मर जाए इससे तो अच्छा है मर के जिंदा रहे।
Hello Cinefam, welcome back to my channel, and these are my top 10 Indian movies from 2024. And let me tell you that curating this list was extremely difficult because I had almost 25 lists that I wanted to talk about, but I don't think you would have watched if I made top 25, would you? Tell me in the comments. Well, time to begin with number 10. In aadujeevitham, the longing to return to his home was felt in Najib's melancholic eyes, and that is the emotion that drives through the undercurrents of this hot, arid seabed of sand. This is exemplary of how an atmospheric film can elevate the writing and performances to an extent that it's almost traumatizing because you are not seeing the struggle of a man that's trapped in a desert for 20 long years. You are feeling struck with him, and when he gets out of it, you feel so much relief like you got out of that entrapment. And I think the fact that the feeling transferred greatly to us is what's important. And I'll tell you what, I remember feeling thirsty after watching this film. Like, that's the magic of the atmosphere. I know it's a highly niche film. Let me know if you felt the same or otherwise in the comments. Well, no wonder it took 16 years to make this hell of a film. Number 9. The constant tiff between a mother and her daughter is the core emotion for me in Girls Will Be Girls. I think that's universal. For most of the people, it's always tough when you love and respect your mother for the woman that she is, but then you could never forget how shitty a parent she was, even when you know what the circumstances were. I think something of that sort or similar most women will find here, so it's obviously very relatable. Preeti Panigrahi, everyone, fills my heart to say that she's an Odia girl, just like your girl here. She is the find of this decade. Her confident film debut and the subtle portrayal of the sexual awakening of a young woman and her undeniable chemistry with Kesav Binoy Kiran and Kanikusruti, everything was sheer perfect. Also loved the cinematography and aspect ratio in the film. It was something that was damn refreshing and much needed. Number 8. Kotukali is an extremely rare film because silence is the core here, as the protagonist is masterfully played by Anna Ben, who won't speak, and she's reluctant about it. The piercing gaze of Suri scared the shit out of me. It's a very serious, ongoing drama, but I also love the comic parallels added in here. The treatment that women have received in this patriarchal setup since ages is unmistakably portrayed in Kotukali. It's also refreshing to see the handheld steadicam shots increase so much impact in the most pivotal scenes. Number 7. I have a Telugu film that I've watched with not much expectations because I was highly disappointed those days after watching Double is Smart and Family Star. But Lucky Bhaskar was the dark horse from the Telugu industry this year. I think the editor Naveen Nuli did bloody good work in this one. But the star was not Dulkar this time. I'm sorry, it was Venki Atluri, the writer-director of this film, and man, execution was greatly done. The cuts, the zooms, the lingering tension, and the remarkable dialogues. Everything was top-notch. Number 6. We've got Avesham, a film that I entirely adored. And me wanting to be friends with Rangana was not on my 2024 bingo card. I mean, I know he's a gangster, but both him and Amban are such cuties, man. Okay, on a serious note, Avisham heavily reminded me of Dead Poets Society in a very, I know it's not inspired or anything, but like to know the meaning of life outside of classrooms is a subject that I've always loved, and this had the same thing, so yeah, I had to like it. Sushin Shyam's music, my god, I hadn't had such fun in a long time. And I love the fact that I was fortunate enough to watch this incredible cutie pie of a film with Zoya, my best friend forever, who's also made the thumbnail for this video, everyone. Shout out to my bestie, and I am absolutely in love with Fafa all over again because of the childlike immaturity, emotions, and resilience with which he played Ranga. Absolute bonkers. Number 5, we have got Madgaon Express. Another riot it was. I have about Kunal Khemu, who has made a brilliant directorial debut with this one. I have always found him a very cool person, a chilled out guy, and I love his humor. It's raw, it's not derogatory, at least till now. He seems like a very funny guy, and this is absolutely the kind of film I'd imagined him to make. So it is a fun ride, and Odid Pratik Gandhi is a whole mood. So go grab your friends and watch this film if you haven't. Number 4, Jigra. I think to infuse a sibling drama successfully into a jailbreak film, it sounds like an unthinkable task, but is thought, written, and carefully executed by both Vasan Bala and Debashish Irengbam. I've endlessly talked about Alia Bhatt in my review about how, with great minimality, she plays Satya. I'm not gonna do that again. Check out the review if you want, but for now, let's look at the men of Jigra. Vedang, thoughtful and vulnerable, looking forward to more of him. Manoj ji, he was a lovely support and comic relief to Alia's serious demeanor. Rahul was exemplary as the righteous. His fights with Alia were very well performed. But my favorite was Vivek Gombar. My favorite was Vivek Gombar's perfect performance as the psychotic and villainous jailer, Hans Raj Landa. Cinephiles, you see where that's going, right? And that's why I admire Mr. Bala's cinephilia so much. Before we move on to our top 3, let's talk about some of this year's honorable mentions. I never knew that revenge tastes this sweet until I watched Maharaja, and Philomen Raj is the man we need to thank for it. I'll be honest, I am so speechless about All We Imagine Is Light, and I need to explore the things it has made me feel. Maybe by a rewatch at home, and then I'll talk about it. For now, I highly appreciate the film. Okay, God is a man, but I can't decide if he's Paranjit or Vikram. Buckingham Murders, I know a lot of you didn't like it the way I did, but I think the treatment of a sensitive subject was very maturely done, and this is something I crave from Bollywood in years to come, along with some unhinged female performances like Prableen Sandhu, everyone. Shrikant came out of syllabus. Same rags to riches trope, but still stands out among the huge crowd of these films because of the confident direction by Tushar and the meticulously crafted performance by Rajkumar. Kill has set a new benchmark for action in Bollywood, and Lapata Ladies has taught us the most important thing in life.
माफ करना सपना देखने का माफी नहीं मांगते
Time for top 3. Amar Singh Chamkila, hands down, is one of the best biopics ever made in India. दिलजीत के बारे में क्या ही कहूँ यार, जैसा नाम वैसा काम. I know ये बहुत एक अनकन्वेंशनली मेड फिल्म है, एक अलग नीश का है, म्यूजिकल है, एडिटिंग भी काफी यूनिक है, पर इससे कनेक्ट सबने करा है और आगे भी करेंगे. इसमें बहुत पॉलिटिकल बातें और रेफरेंसेस भी हैं. इम्तियाज अली की फिल्में प्यार और मोस्टली जिंदगी के अलग अलग फिलोसफीज और मीनिंग्स पर बेस्ड होती हैं, मगर इसमें पॉलिटिक्स होते हुए भी जिस इमोशन के साथ ये मूवी चलती है फ्लॉलेसली, दैट इज कमेंडेबल. एंड आई विश कि हम सबको काश मौका मिलता है इसे थिएटर्स में देखने का. मे बी समडे. बट फॉर नाउ, टॉप 2. Manjumal Boys, it is, I don't know man, it is a simple film, but it's just the undeniable chemistry between the actors and the relatability factor along with the masterclass combo of lighting and editing. I think that's what made this film so special. This was insane. This film is the perfect example of the statement. Doesn't matter what you do, but what matters is how you do it. I was in an absolute trance with this one. I stopped hearing what people were telling me. God, it really took time to snap back to reality after watching this. And it did remind us all who friends are and why do you need them. This is what real friends do. They walk right into devil's kitchen for you, isn't it? And now, the top spot goes to Miyaragan. Wow, I didn't know that I was gonna keep this at 1 until just now. This is bias, everyone, I tell you. I think I love this film, Prem Kumar and Karthi and Arvind Swamy a little too much. I don't know, man. This is something you can just feel. I mean, I can't tell you much, but I've shifted a lot as a child, and I, the subtle and simple pleasures. The film is just about that. Just watch it. I just know that you will love it because this is something that's born out of love. And yeah, let's manifest Karthi in more Pookie roles, please. Okay, that was it for this long, long list. But my heart is still lingering at a few places. I'll tell you about them. when a tear-jugged Miyalagan opens the door for Arunmoli, when Subhash's mother thanks Kutta, when Pandit turns back and cries, and of course when Satya says, "Tu mere protection mein hai," and my heart will stay there for some more time. But till then, do tell me where your hearts are, Cinefam. Here is my handle both on Letterboxd and X. Subscribe if you like my videos, and I'll see you again the next year. Till then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and long live cinema. Thank you for watching, everyone.